Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Craig Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. The Timberwolves again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
I think it's always that way when these guys get together. The fans and the players are jacked up. Even the vendors are ramped up, talking stuff. It's a special matchup for sure.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Reed. Traps in the tray. And this matchup always, Clark, seems to produce some fireworks.
Well, again, when conference opponents are this familiar, Kevin, things tend to get ramped up, heated up, intensified, if you will.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ballgame. And Doncic throws it down.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
Here's McDaniels. It's tipped. Doncic looking it over. And the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Allen Iverson on the way. Pass to LaFrance. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Elbow shot. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Out to Doncic. Here's Ryder. And it's Denver with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Inside. Here's Reed. Got a piece of it. Hit his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the wing on the left. And here is Iverson. In the corner, it's Brown. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up on the wing. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Trying to end the drought. And Reed throws it down.
That's what you want to see. Reed playing big in there.
Down low. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Yep, it counts.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Minnesota's head coach. We discussed the challenge of defending Luka Doncic specifically in the pick and roll. Coach wasn't afraid to voice his concerns. He said, quote, that's where Luka poses the most problems. The main thing is we have to be quick to react. If we're a step slow, when they're in that set, he'll burn us. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Shannon. Still scoreless. Here's Ryder. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Iverson with the ball. McDaniels picks him up. Back to Iverson. Stolen by McDaniel. To the middle. It's deflected. Here's LaFrance. From outside the arc. The shot comes out. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nuggets lead by 1. And we'll get it. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
An NBA champion with the Bucks. Clark, what do you think about Dante DiVincenzo?
Boy, the guy's a winner. I mean, I think about his spectacular performance in the championship game back in 2018. And then he plays hard all the time. I mean, he's willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win. And his defense and three-point shooting bring great value to his team. Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside. A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted. Oh, oh man. Good find that time by DiVincenzo, an unselfish player always looking to make the extra pass.
Screen by Valanciunas. Now here's Iverson. What a move inside by Iverson.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Screen by Valanciunas. Iverson outside. To the inside. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
The wide open look here for Highland. Drills the three-pointer. Highland's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Valanciunas. Pass to Strother. Now here's Johnson. 5 to shoot. Now Valanciunas. No good on the three. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. This past postseason, the Nuggets, Clark, were a part of 2 thrilling Game 7 series.
Yes, indeed they were. They beat the Clippers in the first round and then fell to the Thunder in a very competitive series and ended up giving the eventual NBA champs their toughest test of the postseason.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Master Gobert. Highland with it. He has 5. Gobert gets the bucket.
Excellent mobility right there. I like when Gobert rolls to the rim with that aggression.
Here's Doncic. Luka throws it down. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, the Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, we're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Gobert, no good. Pass to Strother. Doncic outside. Johnson left side. Back to Doncic. Johnson the screen. Fires the three. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A 3. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Doncic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Watson for 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Minnesota on top. They lead by 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nuggets trail. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge. And he remains a prolific shot creator.
Pass to Reed. Here's Shannon. Covered by Brown. He's got a clear path. It's Iverson finishing off the runaway.
And this is where Iverson is so terrifying, running the open floor with such ease and confidence.
For 3, Edwards. LaFrance pulls it in.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Ryder. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Here's Doncic. Connects on the 17-footer. Doncic has got 10 points.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
And just like you want to see assertive basketball.
He threw that one down, Greg, so hard you could feel the strength over here.
Guys, you got that exactly right. That was what I call an angry dunk.
Oh, and here comes Reed all alone. Pass to Shannon. Takes a 3. It's good from long range. Shannon got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now Watson. Iverson outside. Off with the layup.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
So, Clark, looking at the history of the Timberwolves, they're in the most successful stretch ever.
Yeah, you look at the first 24 seasons, Minnesota won just 2 playoff series total. They've won 4 rounds in the last 2 years alone in the playoffs. You know, what's been the key if you ask that question? I'd say having that guy Anthony Edwards is where you start.
To the paint. Here's McDaniels. Rebound by the Nuggets. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Doncic outside. Into the lane. Iverson. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. 8 points for Iverson.
Doncic so multifaceted. A stat sheet stuffer supreme. He does everything, including dropping down.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas. Reaching out and just swatting that shot away.
1:27 left to play here in the third. Connects from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 3. Out to Hardaway. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight. Oh! The 7-footer plus Rudy Gobert goes up and makes it hurt coming down.
Valanciunas inside. Gobert pulls it in. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Johnson the screen. Pass to Pickett. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Leading him right to the basket with a tremendous pass. Really good execution there.
Gobert the screen. Here's Phillips. The putback. It's good on the putback. Gobert's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
Here's Pickett. Stolen by Highland. He gets it up. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing up. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 9-point game. Pass to Watson. Stolen by McDaniels. Reed gets the bucket. Reed got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Timberwolves. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Timberwolves.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
Pass to LaFrance. Now Doncic. Here's Iverson. And the dunk by Iverson.
You know, I think the undervalued part of AI's game is his athleticism. I know he's not that big, but he's an amazing athlete. This guy was an all-state football player in high school, and he plays with some of that football mentality, too.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Naz Reid.
Baiting defenders into fouls. AI so good at drawing fouls and getting to the strike.
Clark, taking a minute to talk Jamal Murray here, a talented guard who's had to battle a variety of injuries.
Yeah, when he's been healthy, he's been dynamic and almost unstoppable as a scorer. And, you know, sometimes the injuries show up, and that's part of the landscape of being a pro athlete at times. I know it's been frustrating for him, but he continues to persist and persevere, which is a credit to him. But when he's healthy, boy, he's a special and clutch shot maker.
Here's Iverson, and Iverson throws it down.
A volume shooter. Iverson stays aggressive on offense, whether he's hot or cold. And right now, he's on fire.
3-pointer. Watson surveying the D. Off target from outside. Minnesota leading by 6. Oh, good on the layup. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
Here's Reed. Picked by Reed. McDaniel. Got it to go off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Does not go.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniel. The Nuggets trail by 6. There's the screen. Now Doncic unloads from 9. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Honestly, I have no idea what happened right there. That was wild.
Minnesota with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now McDaniel. Working off the pick. He throws it down.
Well, McDaniels wasn't going to be denied there. Getting the bucket and has a chance for one more.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 9-point game. And he drives in.
Brown's got a really good quick first step and excels at getting to the rack.
1:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's McDaniel. Good. Lays it right in there.
Boy, he gives this team exactly whatever scoring it needs, and that's one of the things you really like about him.
Here's LaFrance. Now Brown. Not that time. It won't go. Outside Edwards. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Leaves it in off the window.
And it's just competing. And, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Now Reed. Oh, great touch off the pass.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Down it goes for 3. They lead by 7. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Looking at Toronto, they want to turn it around after the loss to Orlando. Barnes can't get it to go. Now the Nuggets bet on the development of young Christian Brown, and Stan, he has rewarded their faith. He has developed so nicely.
Kevin, he certainly has. Probably has even exceeded what their expectations were for him. But he's a guy that is such a hard worker. He's smart, he's tough, and he's all about winning.
It's blocked. Doncic feeling it out. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
creating space. Doncic will move defenders around.
Ingram outside. Driving inside. And he comes up with the deuce.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
This kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Pass to LaFrance. Denver passing it around. Here's the screen. Here's Doncic. Gasol with the rebound.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And he's good on the three ball.
Well, that's his game. Ingram is so comfortable on the catch and shoot.
Now here's Iverson. And it's in there. Iverson's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Oh, wide open look for Gasol. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
And adding a three-point shot to his game was huge. Gasol just does so much for this team in terms of spacing.
Pass to LaFrance. And here is Iverson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's LaFrance. Latrey. The shot, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And what I love about Barrett in transition, he can change directions at full speed.
Watson's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Gasol. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. The Nuggets trailed by 6. A premier offense for the Nuggets, but defensively, Stan, there has been some slippage.
Well, they've had to make some tough financial decisions, letting some of their defensive-minded veterans depart in free agency over the years. They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Doncic, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Barnes. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Barnes, an all-around threat. A good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Pass to Watson. Back to Iverson. They need this one. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Now here's Barnes. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 9. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the
Nuggets. 6.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Raptors.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Inside, here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
Nice job by Barrett. Just understanding where he needed to be to make that play successful.
Down low, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player, he said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Back to you.
Playing with purpose. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. What a move inside by Iverson. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change. But your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Colonies. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ingram outside for the three. Launches a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ingram's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Shed, still without a basket. And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
The shot by Murray Boyles, no good. The Nuggets trail by 11. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
1:12 left to play in the first half. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Murray Boyles. Drills the three-pointer. Murray Boyles has got 7 now in this quarter.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And Harris wide open. He shoots off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Murray Boyles. And here is Ingram. There's the pick. Nice jump shot. Good. Ingram's got 10 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Oh, he's just flexing his muscles on that slam.
Oh, he wanted these people to hear that one.
Well, Ingram knows how to be a problem for the defense inside. Drawing contact there.
Both free throws, good for Ingram. And Denver has possession. It's a 14-point game. To the inside. Here's Polonies. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. 12 points for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's Toronto up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Back to Iverson. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 5. From 15 feet away. And again, it's Denver.
And when Luka sees the mid-range open up, he takes the shot, keeping things simple.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shocks of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Doncic, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Hits it from three-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Back to quickly. Three-pointer. LaFrance pulls it in. The Nuggets trail by 16. On the wing, Iverson. Gasol with the steal. And here is quickly. Still scoreless. The drive by Iverson. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Ingram. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. And the Raptors lead by 18.
Yeah, huge game from Ingram. He does this so often. Maybe one of the most overlooked stars in the league.
Doncic with the bucket. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now, here's quickly. Now Barnes. Pass to quickly. Clock at 4. Raptors need to get a shot up. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 16. And they pick up 2.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Got that one up quick. Ingram's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
There's 1:34 left in the third quarter. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And here's Doncic from the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Pass to Walter. Back to quickly. Offensive rebound. The Nuggets trail by 17. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Kevin, back to you.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Quickly's got his first 3 points of the game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Back to Doncic. Fires from deep. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's Ingram on the wing. Toronto working the ball around now. Barnes misses the layup. Iverson left side. Over quickly. And so it's Toronto.